All right. Hi, madlang peeps and future social workers. This is our social work board review, and our topic for the day is human behavior in social environment, episode 1. So, without further ado, let's get started. Gentle reminders ng ah, since review session ito, choose a quiet and distraction-free area. And, pag masyadong maingay or malapit kayo sa daan, baka hindi nyo masyadong marinig or may mga distractions kayo with using your gadgets. Number 2 naman, be fully present and avoid distraction. And have snacks and drink water na rin. And get your pen and paper kasi mabilis ang intervals natin. Don't forget to enjoy the episode. The resources that we use for this session is number 1, Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders by American Psychiatric Association. Deviance and Social Control then, and also Human Behavior in the Social Environment, Perspectives on Development and the Life Course by Anissa Rogers, News and Relevant Articles in the Internet, and I added previous board exam questions. By the way, before we start, if hindi ka pa nakaka-subscribe, ilang promotion to, no? Promote ko na rin ng ating YouTube channel. Meron na tayong videos una last year which are relevant nung past board examination, which is the human behavior and social environment session and also working with individuals. Meron din tayong some general knowledge drills dyan. If may time kayo, you can also watch that. And you can watch that on your own pace then. All right, if you already have your pen and paper or isusulat nyo siya on your phone, that's okay. Let's start na with our 25 item drills. Number 1. Thanks yo po for the heart reacts. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Number 11. Number 12. Number 13. Number 14. Number 15. Question number 16. Question number 17. Number 18. Number 19. Question number 20. Twenty-one. Last four numbers. Question number 22. Number 23. Number 24. And number 25. All right, that ends our uh, fast drills for the night. Ano, kamusta? Was it hard for you? Was it easy for you? Sige, palakpakan naman natin ng isa't isa. Deserve niyo yung clap na yun. Okay, so without further ado, proceed na tayo with the item analysis. If some of you are asking bakit ganito yung format natin, it's because self-paced siya. Kumbaga, ikaw mismo, identify mo sa sarili mo kung alam mo na yung question or hindi. Kasi since I cannot elicit response from you, ikaw na mismo. You get the answer and then, you answer and then you search for the correct answer to that question. So, yun ang format natin. Okay. Again, patalastas, if di ka pa nakaka-subscribe, subscribe ka na using the subscribe button. For number 1, a concept used to explain how trade and technology have increased global connectivity and interdependence. It captures the economic and social changes that have occurred as a result. Is it A, neoliberalization, or B, globalization? For the term, nasabi na dyan, may term na nasabing increased global connectivity. So answer natin dyan is globalization. What is globalization? It is the key social, economic, political, and cultural process of our time with widespread impact and implication. Ano bang implication nito with our social work profession? Since for globalization, it's about interconnectedness, it affects social, economic, or political, cultural aspects of lives ng mga tao or clients natin for that matter. And ang problema naman ng mga social workers, it deals with national boundaries eh. So kailangan alam natin or aware tayo with the problems and aware tayo on how to adapt or create opportunities in regards with the problems that is presented to us. For neoliberalism naman, it's market-oriented economic policies. Ang goal niya is to reduce government intervention. Kumbaga, nagpo-focus siya for privatization and also mas nalilesen yung participation ng government kasi nagpo-focus siya for privatization. Nabubulok. Yun. Kasi yun ang meaning ng neoliberalism. Okay, I hope that's clear now. Number 2, the Philippines is ranked as the third most susceptible country because to its experiences with temperature change, sea level rise, storms, floods, droughts, and ocean acidification. Is it A, climate change, or B, environmental degradation? For the two options, yung isa dyan is effect nung sagot natin for this question. Using that as a context clue, because of the temperature change, sea level, nararanasan natin yan. Natutunaw yung glaciers, di ba? Palaging umuulan, tapos bumabagyo and nagkaka-flood. Answer natin is climate change. Climate change is affecting the way people live. It affects are seen in rising temperature na nararanasan natin ngayon. And ang role nan for the social work profession, kasi since directly affected yung hindi lang kliyente natin but to us, especially environmental issues, no? Ano bang immediate needs natin kapag may climate change? It's about disaster relief, yung DRMD, mental health support, and it also promotes advocacy kasi mag-a-advocate tayo para magkaroon ng involvement yung mga tao for advocacy in regards with climate change. No? What is environmental degradation naman? Degradation occurs when a part of the environment in which we live is damaged or polluted in some way. Example nito is the pesticides na na-contaminate yung water sources. No, kapag syempre contaminated yun, makaka-apekto siya directly sa animals na nagko-consume ng mga water resources na yun. Or even us, di ba? Number 3 naman is a sexual disorder which the person derives pleasure from exploiting dead bodies for sexual activities. Is it A, voyeurism, or B, necrophilia? Exploiting dead bodies for sexual activities. Ano yan? Thank you for the heart reacts, Miss Pauline. Hoping for more videos po sir. Na-review ko na rin previous videos nyo. Sana sunod-sunod na. This helps a lot. Naka-subscribe na rin in your YT. Thank you so much din po and appreciate you for subscribing sa ating YouTube channel. And hopefully, marami pa tayong ma-reach. Answer ni Miss Jeremy is letter B. Let's see. Answer natin, letter B, necrophilia. What is necrophilia ba? It's being sexually attracted to dead bodies. No? Pag voyeurism naman, it's getting pleasure from secretly watching other people in sexual situations. No? Voyeurism, para mas madaling tandaan, it's an act of secretly observing people engage usually in sexual behaviors. Uh, pag naguhubad or may ginagawang sexual activities, and mind you, dapat or for that matter, walang consent dun sa pinapanood. Or halimbawa ako, parang pangit na example yon. Like, you're watching someone without their consent. No, that's voyeurism. Number 4 naman, it is an act that provides legislation protecting children from abuse, exploitation, and prejudice. It seeks to safeguard children. Letter A, RA 9208, or letter B, RA 7610. This question masyado ng marami opportunity for us to encounter this. Answer natin is letter B, RA 7610. Ano ba ang RA 7610? It's Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act. It's a law that provides for the sexual protection of children from various forms of abuse. Sorry. It also aims to protect them from discrimination such as gender, religion, or ethnicity. Kapag naman RA 9208, what's that? It's the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act of 2003. Ang RA 9208, it protects or it aims to eliminate trafficking in persons, especially for women and children. If you have time, i-browse yun na rin yan. Just search it on the internet. Number 5 naman, an acute respiratory ailment in humans that causes severe symptoms in some cases, mortality, particularly among the elderly and those with underlying health conditions. It was first detected in China. Is it A, pandemic, or letter B, COVID-19? Ito, since lahat naman tayo affected and we luckily got through with it, no? It's COVID-19. Ano bang COVID-19? It's a acute disease in humans caused by the coronavirus, which characterized mainly by fever and cough. No? It first originated in China and it became a pandemic. Kapag ang term naman na pandemic, it exists in almost all of an area or in almost all of a group of people. Kapag sinasabing pandemic, it's more of the scope. No? Unlike yung tinatanong natin with question number 5, it's the specific ailment or the disease na nangyari, specifically caused by the coronavirus. Moving on, number 6. All petitions, documents, records, and materials connected to administrative adoption processes in the fields of the city or municipal SWDOs, DSWD central and field offices, or any other agency or institution, particularly in such proceedings, must be strictly, is it A, confidential, or B, private? Ito, those two terms, they are kind of similar. I mean, it's almost the same, no? But ano answer natin in the context of records, documents, or materials? Answer natin, letter A, confidential. Kung may na-confuse man, tingnan natin kung anong meaning niya. What is confidentiality? It means making sure that information is only available to those who are authorized to have access. Ano pa? Social workers must keep client information private and protected. Ano bang usually information na kailangan confidential sa atin? Yan. We should never solicit unnecessary information and pero yung confidentiality, it's not absolute. Sometimes you have to break it, such as if the client or you believe that a client has the potential to harm himself or herself or other people. But comparing it with privacy versus confidentiality, Privacy is the state of being away from public attention, and confidentiality is state where certain information is kept secret. Para mas malinaw, in social work, privacy refers to the right to control one's personal information. Kapag confidential ang isang bagay, you have the obligation to keep the information shared by clients. Kumbaga, pag privacy, right to control one's personal information. And for confidentiality, it's an obligation to keep information shared by clients secret. And you should never disclose it without their consent. That's privacy versus confidentiality. Number 7 naman. The Sustainable Development Goals, which are global partnership of developed and developing countries, are an imperative call to action. There is a total of letter A, 15 goals, or letter B, 17 goals. SDG, what is SDG? It's 17 universal goals. These 17 universal goals are adopted by the UN member states in 2015. No? Ano bang goal ng SDG? Aside from specifically answering this global challenges, ang goal niya is to transform the world by addressing global issues. And these goals are part of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, and it aims to achieve it by year 2030. So, anong year na tayo ngayon? That's 2025. So, 5 years. Number 8. This is a type of non-marital arrangement in which two individuals reside together as husband and wife without a formal legal or religious wedding ceremony to commemorate the union. Is it A, cohabitation, or B, marriage? Ang clue natin dito, it's without a formal legal or religious wedding. Kasi kapag sa marriage, syempre may kasal, may documentation yon, no? Answer natin is letter A, cohabitation. In social work, or in layman's term muna tayo, cohabitation is the sharing of a household by unmarried individuals who have a sexual relationship. In the social work context naman, it's unmarried couples living together and sharing a household. Ano ba? Kapag nag-share ka rin ng financial, no? Financial responsibility na sa partner mo, and also joint responsibility dun sa relationship kung anong meron kayo. Without, of course, the actual marriage. Actual marriage. No? That's cohabitation. Number 9. This type of family authority provides the oldest man, often the husband or father, responsibility over the remainder of the family. Is it A, matriarchy, or letter B, patriarchy? Clue natin dito, often the husband or father. That's patriarchy. What is patriarchy? Or patriarchy? It's a social system in which men hold predominant power and dominance over women. It's men have a privileged position in society. That's patriarchy. And it's predominantly shaped by men and which encourage a privileged position for men. Kapag matriarchy naman, it's the opposite. It's for women. Number 10, a social instability resulting from a breakdown of standards and values. Is it A, anomie, or B, crime? One is the cause of the other. Thank you po for the responses, Miss Jeremy, although medyo fast-paced ako, no? Okay, answer niya is letter A. Let's see. Letter A, anomie. What's anomie? Anomie in individuals and society is condition of instability and disintegration. Kapag may anomie, according of course kay Emil Durkheim, it refers to the state of normlessness or moral disorientation within a society. So there's a breakdown of social bonds. Kapag may breakdown ng social bonds, ibig sabihin, mataas ang incidence ng crime. No? it's essentially a sense of disconnect from shared values. Kapag nag-breakdown yung traditional values natin or shared goals, doon magkakaroon ng mga unwanted behaviors or deviant behaviors. Number 11, it is a mental health condition that is distinguished by its periodic, intense, emotional states which have an effect on an individual's mood, personality, and capacity to function. Is it A, bipolar, or C, or B, cyclothymia? Okay, ang context nito is periodic, intense emotional states. Answer natin is letter A, bipolar. What's bipolar disorder? It's previously known as manic depression, a mental disorder that causes periods of depression and periods of abnormally elevated mood. No? It's in short term, extreme mood swings, no? Including periods of mania or hypomania, and also periods of depression. Ano bang symptoms ng bipolar disorder? Number 1, uncharacterized periods of anger and aggression, grandiosity, overconfidence, moodiness, confusion, and attention. And in case you feel na you have these symptoms, no? Keys to self-help: get educated, get moving, keep stress in check, seek support, monitor your moods, and also stay close to friends and family. For the cyclothymic disorder naman, para mas ma-differentiate natin siya, it's hypomaniac and mini-depressive symptoms, and it's less severe than those in bipolar disorder. That's how we differentiate it. And it causes emotional ups and downs, pero hindi siya mas extreme as those na merong bipolar 1 or bipolar 2 disorder. Kapag may cyclothymia ka, makaka-experience ka ng periods na nag-shift yung mood mo from up and down from your baseline. That's psycho or cyclothymic disorder. Number 12, an uncontrollable, irrational, and lasting fear of a certain object, situation, or activity. Is it A, phobia, or B, anxiety? Correct po with bipolar. Miss Mary Chris Santos, thank you so much for the heart reacts. I love ya. Alrighty. Is it A, phobia, or B, anxiety? Let's see. Answer natin is phobia. What is phobia? Phobias are irrational fear of an object, animal, situation, frequently associated with substance abuse. Ano bang common categories ng phobia? Meron natural, animals, mutilation, or situation. Example natin with natural, astrophobia, yan, hydrophobia, pagtakot sa tubig. Animals naman, cynophobia. For medical treatment, tryponophobia, and also situations, claustrophobia, yung mga may phobia sa tight spaces. Anxiety disorders naman, it involves more than temporary worry or fear. Pero para mas clear, mas i-differentiate natin siya. Although anxiety and phobias related siya with fear and worry, medyo different siya when it comes to intensity niya. No? Kapag anxiety, it's general feeling of unease or worry. Kumbaga, general siya. Like, sometimes talagang nakakaramdam tayo ng anxiety. But with phobias, much intense, mas irrational, and also specific sa bagay or gamit or the environmental condition, yung na-discuss natin kanina. Number 13. Although the influences of the unconscious and society are taken into account when making an assessment, what is the core of humanistic therapy? Is it A, freedom of choice, or B, self-perception? Antayin natin. I think mag-give ako ng 1 minute. Meron tayong dito, avid viewer. No? No answer natin? Is it freedom of choice or B, self-perception? Clue natin dito, it's humanistic. Answer is letter B, self-perception. What is humanistic approach? The humanistic approach believes in your inherent potential for positive change and focusing on creating a therapeutic environment where you're encouraged to uncover your true self. Ano bang, ay sorry. Okay. Medyo na-reveal ko konti. Pero, discuss natin to. Humanistic approach, it lies in the belief that individuals are inherently good and capable. Kapag ganon, your job is to help them reach their full potential. But it focuses more on self-awareness and personal responsibility. That's why it's self-perception. Anong perception mo with yourself? What do you believe? What are your unique experiences? Number 14. The duration of therapeutic therapy varies according to each client. What is the first thing a social worker has to do while analyzing the problem? Is it A, analyze the behavior, or B, remove undesirable behaviors? Self-perception for Rain Bamba. Yes, you're correct. Anong sagot natin dito? Therapeutic therapy. Ano bang first thing na ginagawa natin? It's analyzing the behavior. Why do we need to analyze? Or better yet, why is behavior important? It's important because it can change. Yun nga. In connection with the option, sabi dito, remove undesirable behaviors. We can help them, no? Because behavior can change. Sa tulong, of course, ng client and worker relationship. It can be observed, nakikita natin ang behavior ng isang tao. It's situational, depende sa pinagdadaanan or the environment itself. It's practical. It makes individuals. It can be predicted. And also, huwag natin kalimutan in the social work perspective na we have to analyze behavior because kailangan maintindihan natin yung yung needs ng kliyente natin para makapaggawa tayo ng effective intervention and also promote positive change. Kasi kung alam natin or inanalyze natin yung behavior ng kliyente natin, mas magiging fit yung intervention na gagawin natin in regards with their underlying condition and also circumstances nila as an individual. Number 15, it refers to constructing, pretending, or exaggerating psychological or physical symptoms in order to accomplish a certain goal. Is it A, malingering, or B, overacting? Correct po tayo. Rain Bamba, it's analyze the behavior. Constructing, pretending, or exaggerating. Sagot natin? Letter A, malingering. Ano ba tong word na to? What's malinger? It's pretending illness, especially in order to shrink one's duty or avoid work. Mas malalim na definition, intentional production of false or grossly exaggerated physical or psychological symptoms. Ano ba? If you want to avoid work, magpapanggap ka na may sakit ka. It's faking symptoms of mental or physical illness for your personal gain. That's malingering. Pag overacting naman, mas theatrical siya, mas physical. If you overreact, it's more of dramatic presentation of symptoms. Sometimes wala naman siyang external goal. Gusto mo lang siyang gawin. Cheers sa mga OA dyan. Number 16. Excessive stress and anxiety over a variety of events or activities that have been present on most days for at least 6 months. Is it A, anxiety, or B, generalized anxiety? Thanks for malingering. Hehehe. Di ako familiar sa word. Yeah. Good thing na nandito ka. Alright. Anong sagot natin? Clue natin dito, meron siyang period na binigay. At least 6 months. Na-discuss natin kanina what is anxiety. So answer natin, it's generalized anxiety. Ano nga ba ito? Generalized anxiety or GAD is a mental health condition characterized by these specific symptoms. Number 1, ongoing excessive worry, increased heart rate, nervousness, feeling weak, differently concentrating, or hyperventilating. Kasi, di ba, na-discuss natin kanina with anxiety, it's normal, pero with generalized anxiety, it's excessive and nakaka-apekto siya sa day-to-day nakaka-apekto siya sa day-to-day life mo, no? It's not just about feeling nervous or stressed. It's constant worry na minsan nagkakaroon na siya ng physical symptoms tulad nung increased heart rate, feeling weak, hyperventilating. Number 17. This theory describes how the population expands in a geometric pattern. If this trend continues, the population will double in 25 years. However, food production increases in an arithmetic progression. Food supplies grow at a slower rate than the population. Is it A, Durkheim theory, or B, Malthus theory? RM team, generalized anxiety. Correct po tayo dyan. Hello, RPC, Andre Mana. Thank you so much for watching. RM team. Meron pa akong echo ng yesterday's event. Alright, answer natin dito. Letter B, Malthus theory. Ano ba to? Malthusian theory or Malthusian theorem, it's developed by Thomas Malthus. Ang kailangan natin tandaan dito, population growth will always tend to outpace the supply of food. Ano pa? Human population growth will inevitably outpace the ability nating mag-produce ng food and resources. Ano bang effect nun pag hindi proportionate yung level or dami ng tao versus pagkain tsaka resources? Ang mangyayari dyan, magkakaroon ng kahirapan, kagutuman, and magkakaroon ng sakit, and mas marami pang societal issues. So, na-discuss naman natin with Emile Durkheim. It's about anomie, no? Ang theory naman niya mostly focuses on sociological theories. It's about social solidarity, integrated sa social structures, yan. Tulad ng example natin kanina. That is Malthus theory. Yeah, collective consciousness, social integration, and functionalism. That's Emile Durkheim. Number 18, the process of which one society draws from another culture while maintaining its own identity. Is it A? Okay. Sorry. Share lang natin ulit ang presentation. One moment. Okay. Process by which one society draws from another culture while maintaining its own identity. Is it A, acculturation, or B, assimilation? Answer natin, letter A, acculturation. What's acculturation? Process by which individual adopts the practices pero nare-retain pa rin niya yung sarili niyang culture or origin. That's acculturation, no? Kapag naman kasi assimilation, its more extreme form of cultural change involves complete adoption ng dominant culture. And i-reject niya yung previous culture na natutunan niya or na-embed sa kanya. This is often demanded of new immigrants to society. That's how we differentiate now. Acculturation versus assimilation. Next, number 19. Refers to negative sentiments caused by the blockage of purpose satisfaction. The feelings we get when anything interferes with our wants, dreams, goals, and expectations. Is it A, depression, or B, frustration? The feelings we get when anything interferes with our wants, dreams, goals, and expectations. That is frustration. Frustrated ka na. No? What is frustration? Emotional response to obstacles. hindering your desires, goals, and outcomes. Pag frustrated ka, there is a disappointment, irritation, and anger. Kasi you feel na something is blocking you for achieving what you want or achieving your goal. When it comes to depression naman, it's a mood disorder, persistent feelings of sadness, and loss of interest. Depression is a mental health disorder, a persistent sadness, and impairs daily life and affects both mental and physical. That's a difference between depression and frustration. Number 20, it is the kind of defense mechanism na tayo, in which a person returns to an earlier stage of development in response to some perceived threat. Is it A, regression, or B, repression? Returns to an earlier stage of development. That is regression. Nagre-regress siya. What is regression? Slipping to an earlier stage of development when faced with stress. Example natin dito, due to pressure of college, Tom starts sucking his thumb. So meron siyang nagre-regress siya when it comes orally. Ano pa? Example nito, kapag yung bata na potty trained or naturuan siya mag-poop, bigla siyang iihi or mag-exhibit siya ng immature behaviors kapag alam niya na magkakaroon na siya ng kapatid. Something like that. Kasi threatened siya. No? That's regression. Nagre-regress ka on the earlier stage or less mature stage ng development due to a stressful event. Difference with repression versus suppression, add na rin natin siya. No? When we repress things, it's unwanted impulses or thoughts being unconsciously pushed out of awareness. Unconscious siya. But if we suppress or suppression, it's deliberately trying to forget or not think about painful or unwanted thoughts. Conscious siya kapag suppression, no? Alam mo, pero pinipilit mo siyang kalimutan. All right. Number 21. It is a mental health disorder in which an individual experiences intrusive thoughts and feels that need to follow particular routines again to suit the anguish produced by the obsession to the degree that it compromises overall function. Is it A, antisocial personality disorder, or B, obsessive compulsive personality disorder? Answer natin? Letter B, obsessive compulsive personality disorder. What is OCD ba? A condition in which you have frequent unwanted obsessions that cause you to perform compulsions. Example natin, no, it's repetitive eh. Example natin with obsession, no, fear of contamination, yung mga takot na madumihan yung kamay nila or magkaroon sila ng germs. Kaya lagi silang naguhugas ng kamay. Naku, uso to lalo na nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, palagi tayong may alcohol. So kapag konting lang natin with the surface, mag-alcohol na tayo. Fear of harm, intrusive thoughts about harming oneself. Symmetry and order, yan. Yung mga taong kailangan, gusto nila symmetrical lahat ng bagay. Especially their desks. No? Sexual obsessions din, kapag compulsions naman, hand washing, yan, yung excessive hand washing or showering, checking nung locks, kung halimbawa nakalimutan mo, nag-lock ka ba ng pinto kapag aalis ka, even if wala naman talagang danger. Counting, ordering and arranging, yan, seeking assurance, and also mental rituals. Yun ang example natin. Aside from what is shown in the screen. No? If it's antisocial personality disorder naman, it's sometimes called sociopathy. No? It's a mental health condition where a person consistently shows no regard for right and wrong and ignores the rights and feelings of others. No? It's maladaptive behavior. Ano ba example nito? Repeated law-breaking behaviors, deceitfulness, impulsivity, and also lack of remorse. That is antisocial personality disorder. Number 22, abnormal and persistent fear of blood. It is a subtype of blood injury and injection phobia. Is it A, phobia, or B, hemophobia? Consequently, specific ang hinahanap dito. Nasabi naman na yung term, that's hemophobia. And also, na-discuss na natin in our previous question kanina. What is phobia, no? Ano ba ang kailangan natin malaman with hemophobia? It's extreme fear of blood due to past experiences. Sometimes it's biological din. Paano ba tayo mag-cope? Deep breathing, distraction, visualization of calming situation, and if we try to challenge yung negative thoughts natin. Number 23, excessive praise and criticism in childhood, particularly from parental figures, can lead to a disease and its associated symptoms. This is commonly misconstrued for being self-centered. Is it A, paranoid personality disorder, or B, narcissistic personality disorder? Clue natin dyan, it's sometimes or commonly misconstrued for being self-centered. That is narcissistic personality disorder. Discuss natin siya. How can we understand narcissistic personality disorder? Symptoms natin, or let's define it first, no? It's pervasive pattern of grandiosity, need for admiration, and lack of empathy. So, yung mga may narcissistic personality disorder are oftentimes envious or inget with other people. No? They monopolize conversations and belittle or look down on others, have a sense of entitlement, and require constant excessive validation. Expect to be recognized as superior without achievements that warrant it, and an inability or unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others. Maybe, yan, like self-centered in such ways. No? Ano bang cause nito? Not known, but it's environmental. Sometimes it's a mismatch between a parent or child relationship, neurobiology, or genetics. As we've discussed, key characteristics na grandiosity, feeling mo you're very important, you need to be admired, you want to be admired, you want to be praised, you have no empathy towards other people, hindi mo wala kang concern with others, you exploit people or take advantage of people for your own gains, and you are very envious. So that's how we define NPD or narcissistic personality disorder. If it's paranoid personality disorder naman, persistent pattern of distrust and suspicion of others. Duda ka na, no? You believe that yung mga actions nila is hostile or delikado or harmful sa'yo kahit wala namang ebidensya for that matter, no? You struggle kapag may paranoid personality disorder ka, we struggle with forming relationships kasi you feel na people are distrustful. Number 24. Thank you po for the heart reacts. Miss Ivy Jill Manalastas. 24, last two numbers. A blank is a false perception of objects or events involving your senses, sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste. Is it A, illusion, or B, hallucination? Divide na lang natin siya or differentiate, no? Answer natin is hallucination. What is delusions, hallucinations versus illusions? Pag delusions, fixed false beliefs that are not corrected by logic, no? That's delusions. Kapag hallucinations naman, it's without real external stimulus. No? You perceive things that they are not there or wala doon, no? And you misinterpret things na totoo sila. That's hallucinations. If it's illusion, it's misperception of real external stimulus. Nandyan siya, nakikita mo siya. That's illusion, no? Nakikita mo siya, meron stimulus, but you misinterpret it. No? Example natin, hearing voices when no one is talking is hallucination. Kapag tingin mo na ang isang puddle of water ay tubig, pero mirage naman siya, that's an illusion. No? Last number natin. What is known to be oldest but commonly used terrorist tactic where target are often police, military, or officials or political figures? Is it A, ambush, or B, assassination? target is political figures. Sagot natin. Letter B, assassination. Define natin, assassination, murder of a public figure. Kapag ambush naman, it's a military tactic involving a surprise attack. Assassination, targeted killing a prominent individual. Kapag ambush, military tactic with a surprise element yon. And our quote for the day, it's always seem impossible until it's done. Minsan, kala mo hindi mo kaya. Eventually, if you start believing in yourself, if you start actually doing the thing you're most afraid of, kahit pa simulan mo siya from the start, or you just have to give maybe 15 minutes of your time for your dreams, magkakatotoo siya. No, that's our quote for today. Nothing is impossible until it's done. Okay, last promotion natin. Kung di ka pa nakakapag-subscribe, pag nakikita mo to, subscribe ka na with our channel. Meron na tayong few videos dyan. We have a series for general knowledge drills. And also for this video, if you want to adjust yung speed, no, pwede rin naman on your own pace. No? Suggestion ko lang, since this is HBSE and factual and actual, this is actual, actual definition. So, dapat mag-search tayo. Internet is there. Google is there. YouTube is there. No? So, maximize your resources. No? All right. Thank you so much for watching. No? Have a great night. And manifestation, no? I-manifest natin. Magiging top-notcher ako for this season. One take lang. And also, papasa ako. No? Papasa ako. And magiging registered social worker ako. Bye guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day to everyone.